Can y'all hear me now? Is that better? Can y'all hear me now? Is that better? I think I have feedback off my laptop. So I think y'all can hear me now. Let me fix the volume. Okay. Thank you. I had no idea. I'm just sitting here, smudging everybody's face, getting ready. Okay, so let's see. Rika, Duran, Rashima, I saw all of y'all earlier. And if I saw y'all in order, it was Duran, Rika, and then Rashima. Y'all came in right in order that y'all were here before. So, and I know y'all couldn't hear me, so I'll just repeat myself. But there's been a series of storms here. And so it hasn't been very pleasant. And it's part of the reason why I am like late, much later than I want it to be. Duran, I believe you wanted a message around finances and transportation. Rika, let me know what you're looking for. And Rashima, let me know what you're looking for as well. And we'll be getting started in just a second here, y'all. Just a second. All right, Rika, finances and career. Hi, Scotty. Let me know if you would like a reading tonight. Okay, got you, Rika. Duran, I'm in need of a car really soon. Let's tap in on that and see what's going on. All right, so I've already cleared the energy in this space for this read. We're going to go ahead and get started with Duran. You're welcome, Rika. Let me get a little closer to this desk, y'all. Pull this chair up. All right. So we are starting off with Duran and messages of finance and transportation. I feel like I need to, let's do it one more time. You know why? I knew I wasn't losing my mind. I felt like something was wrong, and it was. They were just kind of sitting off to the side. I guess I didn't grab the whole deck. All right. I'm glad I looked down. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for Duran? Oh, wait, there we go. First out, Wheel of Fortune. Good stuff. You might have been seeing 1010 on the clock, or $10.10, or just 1010. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Duran in regards to finances and transportation? There's 3. There's another one. Definitely finances, lots of pentacles. There's another one. You're moving towards something. I just saw. Let me start setting these up so you can see them. You have the Star. And we will, oh, never mind. There we go. That's 3. right, Duran. There's some quick energy moving in here. It looks like there's a shift coming, so things are happening. And that's being further clarified here. And I'm saying that because I see the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if y'all can see this very good, but I think you can. But with this Wheel of Fortune being here, this tells me that things are finally shifting into a different direction of reciprocity. The reason why I say reciprocity is because you have the Six of Pentacles here. That's equal give and take. That's someone who is sharing their wealth. Either someone is coming in to share abundance and opportunity, something. I don't know if, and of course we don't clarify these reads, but if I did, I'm 100% sure that what I would see is that there's an opportunity coming in by way of like word of mouth. I don't think it's necessarily something that like you see on like a site or, yeah, it's not something you see on a site or like it's interesting. It's not like you applied for it through a website initially. Like that's not where you saw the opportunity. Like, for example, it would be more like you were talking to somebody who said, hey, I know they're about an opportunity. I think you'd be great for it. I would love to help you get said opportunity, right? So somebody who's going to come along and help you with that. 1 second, y'all, I'm plugging up this laptop because it just let me know it's about to go dead. All right, so back to Duran's reading. Hi, Pearl. Welcome in, Pearl P. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to drop any questions you have tonight. It's a free card pull. Of course, donations are welcome for those of you who would like to donate. You know, any seed that you sow will be given back to you tenfold. Ashe. And yeah, so welcome in, Pearl. If you would like a read, just let me know and put a question down in the chat. So Duran, with this Wheel of Fortune, this reciprocity is coming in, this new opportunity that's coming in for you. Be sure that you prioritize wisely. One thing that I am seeing is that like there's a step up here. So you might be seeing 666 for balance and stability. You might also be seeing like 777 or 77, definitely 777. So you have the Seven of Swords, the Chariot, which is number 7 in Major Arcana, and then the Seven of Wands. So definitely lots of synchronicities going on here. The Seven of Swords, again, is just prioritizing. As you can see, like this man knows he cannot carry all 7 swords. He leaves 2 and takes 5. It's better to have 5 than to have none, right? It's better to have 5 than to have 2. He prioritized wisely. So when this abundance comes in, just be sure to be wise about your priorities. Priorities of finances, things like that. Now, you'd asked about transportation. That's very interesting because the Chariot is here in the very like smack dab middle of your read. So you're definitely going somewhere and you've got to have a vehicle. Clearly the Chariot is a vehicle. So something is coming in. I did pick up an energy of like, because it's clarifying the star, right? So there's some wish fulfillment here. There's some healing from this situation, but more so of the healing from like, because it's also being clarified by the 9 of Cups here, which is like you being quite happy with life and satisfied with where you are and being like very emotionally and physically like fulfilled with everything that you have. With that being said, I'm also hearing like be mindful when this comes in. Just be mindful of who you share it with and why. I almost feel like somebody's going to ask you for something. If I was a clarifier and saw the 8 of Wands, then I would be sure of that. But I feel like somebody's going to, and it's not like a bad thing. It's not like they're begging you, or they see that you have some abundance coming in and they need help. But be mindful of that. Again, Prioritize very well, Duran. Okay, don't just give away your blessings. I had to tell someone that the other day, in a personal read. Like, you keep giving and giving and giving, and spirit is trying to bless you. Then what happens is you end up not having anything left to give yourself, and the universe goes, okay, you clearly don't want it. You want to give it away. There's a time and a season for everything, y'all. So there's a time to receive and a time to give freely. So be mindful of that when your abundance comes in, Duran. With the Six of Swords here, what I'm seeing is that you're welcome, Pearl. Scott offering my job back. Okay, I will write that down. All right. I've got you. You are fourth. After Duran, we have Rika, Rashima, and then Pearl. All right. I do work for a company. They're not going enough hours, but I do also do the same thing by word of mouth. Yeah. I understand that. But you've got the Six of Swords here. That's moving away from things that no longer serve you. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. You want out of this. You know, I don't think. And the Six of Swords is also a physical move, which is why the Chariot and the Six of Swords is also a synchronicity and energy, right? Because you're moving somewhere. You're having a mental shift. What I'm hearing is this just ain't worth it. So if it's not worth it, Duran, then it's not worth it. A lot of times we get bogged down by the fact that we've put in time somewhere, we expect it to pay off. And so we develop a sunk cost fallacy, meaning we tend to have a tendency to think to ourselves, oh, well, I spent 10 years in this relationship. I might as well stay or I'm going to lose 10 years of my life. I don't really feel like you're in a lot of that energy, but there is a little bit of, I'm here, I have it. But there's also a feeling of it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Like, it's comfortable, you're familiar with it, but you're ready for growth. And you can see that lady kind of moving on in that boat there. She's out. Her and the fam is out. And it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands energy is very fast-paced moving energy. This is like, when I say coming in hot, coming in hot. You can see the flames on the horse's mane. He's coming in hot. All right. So with him coming in hot, this is you being charged up, you being motivated. So this movement is going to be quick pace. Duran, I'm over the next couple of weeks, not 3 weeks, but maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Keep your ears open about an opportunity that somebody may tell you about. Just be mindful of that. But with the Knight of Wands, you know, you're fueled by your ambition and your confidence. You're ready to make things happen, especially with this new opportunity coming in. And once you hear about it, you're going to be ready to move. So don't be afraid. And I really don't feel like you are. I don't think that you lack confidence. Right now, I just feel like you feel as if you've just been waiting on this opportunity or waiting for something better to come along. And it's like, where is it? But oh my goodness, I really want to pull call. I might. But the Seven of Wands is also here. The Seven of Wands is you being very ready to so you see the fire on the end of her stick. She worked hard, right? She's prepared to fight for it, protect it. She's in this like defensive stand, but she's not necessarily hitting anybody, right? So it's not a conflict, but it is you being very ready to protect your opportunity and to protect your abundance. And once it comes in, that's the energy you're going to be in. It's going to leave you very satisfied and moving in the right direction. So, Duran, just be aware of this opportunity coming in. Let's ask when. That's what we're going to do. We got some timing cards here. So let's see if we can get when. I felt like 2 weeks, a week and a half. But then something else is here. Maybe that's like when you first hear about it, but then it may take a little bit longer for you to actually get it. So let's see. All right, Spirit. We'll take that. I felt like that one to flip over. Oh, I got the wrong deck. Sorry, y'all. Okay, purple. Okay, so what's unlikely here? And I grabbed the wrong deck. I said timing. So that was the right deck. What am I doing? Sorry, Duran. Okay. We're back. We're back. Are all of these turned? They are turned. They're not too many to shuffle, but let's see if we can shuffle and make them jump. If not, then we'll shuffle and pull one off the top. You're ready. All right. So, Duran, it's not like you're not ready. It's not particularly telling us an exact time, but something is coming in and it's coming in fast. So just be mindful of it and keep an eye out for it. And let's see. Rashima, any good news coming soon? Okay, Rashima, I will write that down. I just need a car. I am in that state of mind. Yes, I'm ready for a new job, just need my own transportation. Yeah, well, you definitely got some transportation because if you didn't, I don't know how you're getting somewhere. You got a chariot, a boat, and a horse. I mean, let me say this. Okay, so I just heard this again, and I meant to say it earlier to you, Duran. Be mindful with the universe about being clear exactly what you want in a vehicle. Okay. Don't say I want a vehicle. I need you to say I want a red 4-door sedan with automatic drive, a sunroof, and a bass system on some NOS. Whatever you want. Okay. Just make sure that you are 100% clear and see it in your mind's eye exactly what you want. I had somebody that I have been reading for about 6 months now. I probably talk to this person every other week or so, and they wanted a vehicle. And I'm telling you, this happened like not too long ago. If she was in this room, she'd probably testify to it. But she kept telling the universe she wanted a way to get to work. And she ended up with a motorized bike, and she loves it. But she also realized she wasn't exactly clear about what she needed, although she does have transportation to get to and from work, right? So if you want to manifest something very specific, be sure to add those details with the, to universe, to spirit, when you're asking for these things. The energy is there. It is coming. Just be specific about it. And I think that's another thing that might just be kind of not really a blocker, but maybe just delaying it, because it wants to come in. It's coming in fast. You just need to be a little bit more clear about exactly what it is you want, if that makes sense. All right, Duran, thank you so much. And for those of you who sent cash apps, I saw those. I do appreciate it so very much. And let's see here. Next up, we have Rika, who wanted to know about finance and career. Finance and career. All right, that seems to be a thing tonight. Duran, just so you know, meet me back here on Sunday. I think I already put a reminder out for it and created an event for it, but we'll be going live Sunday to talk about healing and to pull cards about what's needed on, viewers' specific healing journeys. Ooh, already. All right. You're welcome, Duran. You are so welcome. Okay, let's see. What is coming in for Rika in finances and career? All right, Spirit, what is coming in finance for Rika in finances and career? What should Rika expect? Let's just say over the next 30 days. I feel like I should be specific. In the next 30 days for Rika, this wanted to come out, but I'm not going to take it because it was the last card, so it was just in my hand. Rika, get rid of some toxicity. I'll just say that because I saw the devil in there. I do want to say this too, Rika. What's shocking me a little bit about this already is you got a bunch of swords. There's something going on with your thought process, making decisions, cutting out bull crap. You're bringing in some justice though, but you need some rest. Yeah, it's hard to manifest something or things don't quite come in the timing that we would desire. But of course, divine timing is always at play here, right, Rika? So be mindful of that. Get some rest. You need to get your energy up in order for this to come in. All right, Spirit. What else for Rika in finances and career? What else for Rika in, oh, there we go. Page of Wands. What else is coming in for Rika in finances and career? More swords. Oh, you in your head. You are in your head. What time on Sunday? Good question. Let me check. 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast here in the U.S. And that one will be on time. That one will be on time. I affirm that. I claim it. I manifest it on time. So let's see. What else for Rika in finances and career, Spirit? What other messages do you have for Rika in finances and career over the next 30 days? There's one. All right, you turning up. You kicking it up. You stepping into the right energy. I do see that. All right, Spirit, what other messages for Rika in finances and career? What other messages for Rika in finances and career? Oh, there's our last two. Yeah. And King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. You got some serious abundance coming in. There's definitely some abundance coming in for you. And I mean, when I say the King of Pentacles, like that is you making good, healthy financial decisions when this comes in. That is you like leveling up. That's you being successful. That's you being wealthy, not just abundant. I just heard, excuse my French, big shit popping, little shit stopping. And the world is at the bottom. Major Arcana. Interesting. All right. Let's talk about this, Rika, a little bit more in detail, right? So let me check these messages. Sorry. Yes, because I need a new job. Duran, thanks. You're welcome, hon. Rika, I'm waiting. You're waiting, but you're not waiting on anything or anyone. You're actually waiting on you. And I say that, Rika, because like, look at how this fell out. You could be an air sign or you could be a fire sign. I see Taurus in here a little bit, but that's more of like the energy, I feel like. But you have like swords all the way around this edge. You got to get out of your head. So with the Four of Swords starting off, this is you just really taking a moment. You know what I mean? Take a moment, get some rest, recharge, rejuvenate, because this next phase is coming in. And it's going to be a new milestone for you. It's not just going to be a new job. It's going to be more like a new start. It's going to feel fresh. You're going to be excited about it for sure. Like I see that with the Page of Wands. It's going to be something that you enjoy doing. It's just you've got to get out of your head. You've got to take a break, clear your mind. If you're into meditating, do that on a consistent basis, like daily if you can. Because the Four of Wands is also being clarified by the Two of Wands, right? There's lots of fours and twos here. You might be seeing like 1111. You also might be seeing like tens and ones. They're kind of sprinkled throughout the board here. And there are two queens, so that's another synchronicity. But with the Two of Swords, Rika, you're facing a challenging decision. Like, there's going to be something about this that is going to be a challenge. I don't know if you have to make a decision to move somewhere. And if we could clarify, we would know. But I'm just giving examples at this point. It's almost like you're going to get multiple options. You're not sure what to do. Okay, yeah. There's more than one here. You're not really sure what to do. But be aware. Be aware that there's something here that's going to help you make the right decision. And I say that because I see the Hermit. Like, the answer is not externally, it's within. I just heard this too. Be careful about when this opportunity comes in, Rika, telling other people. Be very careful about telling other people. Like, kind of hold on to it yourself until it comes through and then share your good news with people. But while you're like taking on these opportunities, interviewing for these opportunities, working on these opportunities, whatever it is, until you solidify it, don't tell anybody around you. Like, just keep it to yourself. I mean, if you have to tell like a spouse or somebody that you live with, that's different. But as far as like friends, family, people who don't need to know, who don't live in your home, keep it to yourself. And if you know that someone's not quite positive about your situation, don't tell them for sure. Don't tell them for sure. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of air here. Like, there's Libra with the Justice. Libra again with this Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go to the comments. I'm waiting. Okay, that's an old one. Oh, I'm a Libra. Okay, that makes sense. I definitely got to get out my head. Yeah, my favorite numbers are 4 and 2, and you got lots of them here. So you started with the 4 of Swords and then to the 2 of Swords. I've been applying for a lot of companies. So multiple of them are going to call you because you've got, this is a decision. But get out of your head. You see how she has this blindfold on? If she would drop the sword, she could take the blindfold off. Yeah, I only tell my mom and sister when I go on interviews. Yeah, continue to do that. With this Queen of Cups energy here, clarifying the 2 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Cups is an energy that is very abundant. You know, she's not just loving and motherly, but she's very abundant. She carries this energy similar to the Empress. All right. So being a nurturer, being someone who is supportive and compassionate, but you're also highly intuitive and creative. So let your intuition help you make this decision. And that's why the Hermit card is here, because you do need to go within to figure out what's best for you. With this Queen of Swords energy, this is really you standing in your power, being stable, cutting out the bull crap. If it's not serving your highest good, you are just cutting it loose. You're resilient and you are smart. And I feel like I've said that to you before. Why am I having deja vu, Rika? I'm about to check the comments. I'm very intuitive. And I feel like that's what you said to me. Rika, have we had this conversation before? Y'all know I do too many readings to remember them all, but I feel like, and I just got really hot. Like, I feel like we've had this conversation. But with this Queen of Swords, this is you getting straight to the point. And I think you are actually quite analytical naturally. But you're going to be kicking it up a notch with this Queen of Swords energy. It's also clarified by the Page of Wands. Now, although the Page of Wands might be a little bit more or less mature energy, Not saying that you are immature, but saying like this energy that's kind of at the heart of your read is a little bit immature, and it's probably because it's newer energy, right? But with this Page of Swords, this really is you having that passion for life and being filled with new ideas. So whatever this new opportunity that's coming in, it's going to be more on the creative side. So if you apply for jobs that have some sense of creativity to it, from your perspective, right? Because not everybody, because I'm not saying like a job where you have to be an artist. Maybe that's not your thing, but something that has to do with a creative perspective for you. So for me, there are different things that I do that are creative. Not all of it is painting or something that is artistic. But there are elements of like my everyday work that are very creative and that I do enjoy. So I feel like something like that is coming in for you. It's just going to be, just know this Page of Wands energy is a very strong pull, and it's right next to this Two of Swords. Whatever this decision is, you're going to have a strong pull towards one decision, but be careful of this Eight of Swords energy. This is like self-doubt. Okay. Like I said earlier, you have the King of Pentacles here. So with the Page of Wands, you being spiritually in tune, with the Queen of Cups, you will see this coming. Just be clear and keep out of your head so that you can see it clearly, right? So you can make the right decision, because the right decision is going to lead to this King of Pentacles energy, which is like this expansion, this growth, somebody who has all of this wealth, right? So be mindful of that as it comes in. You're already confident, but this is more like managing and being lucrative. So money that grows. Rika, have you thought about being a business owner as well? I don't know why when I touched that card, that's what I got. But it's what I got. You got something. This introspection is helping you to bring something forward, like something that's been on your mind. Let me go to the comments real quick. Yes, you have. Okay. Said I master manifester. Yeah. Okay. I said I'm a master at manifesting before. Duran. Good night. Good night, Duran. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say I felt like I was having deja vu. So this energy is still here, which is good. So it's not like you've done anything in the meantime for it to go away. But there's something like this, whatever this opportunity is, it's got something to do with being creative and being nurturing. With this, I said that earlier, with this Queen of Cups, like you're nurturing, taking care of people, supporting others, those types of things. But with the creative aspect, what does that mean? What kind of job allows you to nurture others while being creative? I would say like somebody who is in holistic care might fit into that category. This is interesting energy here. My right foot just went cold. That's crazy. That I've never felt that before. That is interesting. But then you have the Justice coming in, definitely Libra energy. And the Justice really is just about balancing out those scales. This is your time to, I said judgment and I meant justice. Interesting. And I looked dead at the card, so I don't know why I said judgment. You've cleared out some karmic debt. And so whatever you cleared out, that's a good thing. So something else is coming in for it. But this is where I said you might be seeing 11s. The Justice is cause and effect. Like, that everything you do has a cause and effect. And that the things that you choose to do also have consequences. I feel like for a while now, or maybe forever, it might just be who you are, but you've been very good about how you treat others. You're very cautious about taking on additional karmic debt. Like, you understand. You're not just out here just doing things to people and ensuing bad karma. Like, you've paid off your karmic debt from whatever past lifetime, and you are definitely balancing the scales. So there's going to be a good outcome for you on that. What is kind of in the middle of this energy of things kind of balancing out is this Eight of Swords energy. That Eight of Swords energy is, again, I think I already said it, but it's just you being in your head, you not feeling confident in your situation, and thinking that you have very few choices, but there are lots of choices coming in, which is why you'll have to make a choice. And what's interesting as well, and very much a synchronicity, is that the Two of Swords, which is also here, and the Eight of Swords are in the same row. So you definitely got to get out of your head. That's blocking you. Changing your thoughts will change your life. Whatever this new opportunity is, or whatever this creative, nurturing thing that you want to do is, that's the only way I can explain it. I'm going to check the chat in a minute, y'all. I do see it out the corner of my eye, but I can't read it because I have to turn to it to see it. But it is coming in for you. Just get out of your head. This is holding you back. You stay in your head quite a bit. So if you're going to go in your head, you might as well go ahead and do that introspection with this Hermit card. Get to yourself, and just really take, and the Hermit and the Four of Swords are very similar energy, right? So Four of Swords is meditating, taking a rest. Being in Hermit mode is taking a break. And so is Four of Swords. But in Hermit mode, you are really just taking a break from the outside world. You're going within to seek whatever spiritual knowledge that you have within yourself. All right. And so that will bring you clarity, which is what this light is in that picture. So that is where you are with finances and career. You've got some great stuff coming in. Y'all, I'm going to check chat real quick. Yes, I want to decor parties, but I want to be a nurse. Okay, clearly decide what it is you want at this time, because I will tell you this, you can do both. And maybe that's why I got this energy off the King of Pentacles as a business owner, because coordinating parties, like being a party planner or an event planner or an event coordinator, that's something that you can start as a business all on your own. And I think that you would be good at it. There's an energy here that says that if you wanted to go that route, you would also be successful in it. But again, you're going to have multiple opportunities because this is the fork in the road and you've got to make a decision. Rashima, Rika ownership, right. Rashima, oh, I love the way y'all love on each other in the comments. Yes, ma'am, I believe in karma. I know it's real. I do. Yeah. Get out of your head, Helen. It'll be all right. You just, the getting in, I'm telling you, I struggled with that for years. When you get in your head, it is so hard to manifest. And when you do manifest, you'll say, I want a new opportunity. You'll manifest the opportunity, but it's not quite fulfilling. It's almost like you manifested it, but you didn't manifest quite what you wanted. I'm sorry, y'all. I went quiet because my left ear just went nuts. It's ringing. That is, and it's not going away. Rika, get out of your head. Like, and it's strong too. You've been in your head a lot. Oh, and it just went away. That's what it was. Spirit wanted me to know you stay in your head. Girl, don't let that block you. It was weird. So my left ear, I should have turned the camera around for y'all tonight, because I think if you could see my face, you probably would have seen the moment my ear went off, because I instantly kind of just started staring in the space like, what is that? But it started off by feeling like I was congested in the left ear for just a second. Like I had gone up in altitude, like taking off on a plane and your ears pop. And then it just started high-pitched ringing. Rika, get out of your head. That is exactly what is blocking you. Yup. Elle Weems, hello. And I did see the Cash Apps, y'all. Thank y'all so much for that. And I also saw the subscribes and the likes. I appreciate y'all for liking and subscribing as well. I'm gonna do better. All right, Rika, do better for us now. Sorry. It was just me saying hi. Oh, you're fine. Rika, thank you. You're welcome, Rika. So good stuff coming in finances and career. It's coming. Just get out of your head. Do some shadow work around why you're always in your head. I get the feeling it's a defense mechanism. It's almost like trying to beat it to the punch. Like, I don't know what you're trying to beat to the punch, because divine timing is divine timing. What's meant for you is for you. But it's almost like you try to stay a few steps ahead when you really don't need to, because you're not running or chasing anything. You're attracting. So you can just stand right where you are and it'll come to you. All right. It's a control thing. Yeah. And I can attest to that. For me, it was the same thing. It was. But you're gonna heal from it. Trust me, you're gonna get right over that. It might not be easy, but it will be coming. All right, I have Rashima and Pearl up next. Rashima, can you please remind me about what your question is? Because I told you I was going to write it down and I forgot to. So please and thank you. Let me know. I'll wait for you. And then I have Pearl. I know Scotty is in the room because I saw Scotty's hearts earlier. Scotty, if you still want to do a read, I wasn't sure if your hearts were for a read or not. Let me know. I know you had one last week, so maybe this week you just want to hang back and feel the vibes, and we appreciate that too. Anybody else who just walked in, please feel free to throw up a question into the chat, to subscribe, to like, to share, and to send a cash app if you feel led to. Anything that you sow into this channel will be returned to you tenfold. I pray over this channel all the time for that. That whatever y'all put in, if you hit that like button, may you get some likes in life, however you see fit to manifest that. So I believe in reciprocity. So what you put in over here, you will be getting back tenfold. So waiting on Rashima. Oh, there it is. Any good news? All right, let's see, Rashima. Let's see. Any good news? And then up after this is Pearl with her question about the job in Scott. All right, Spirit, if you will, please. What good news is coming to Rashima? Rashima, we're going to say in the next 7 days. Let's get specific. All right, Spirit, what good news is coming in for Rashima in the next 7 days? Oh, that wanted to come out. We're going to let it out. What good news is coming in for Rashima over the next 7 days, Spirit? Oh, if you got something you need to protect, this is good. That means there's something of value. Spirit, what other messages for... I don't like the fact that these fell out in a chunk like that, Rashima. What good news? But I did feel like there's a transformation coming in because I saw that card, which is just transformation, rebirth. Spirit, what other messages are coming in for Rashima? What good things are coming in for Rashima over the next 7 days? There we go. Let's start laying these out. Ooh, King of Wands. Lots of wands. Another wand. Lots of fiery energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy here. Definitely feeling a lot of Leo energy. Spirit, you're protecting something. Something's coming in that you're gonna be protective of. Let's get the rest of them. Spirit, what other messages do we have for Rashima? And good news coming to her. That came out upside down. We'll take it. You're overstanding something, which is not only to like understand it or comprehend it, but to be able to manipulate it. So there's something changing. All right. Spirit, what other good things are coming in for Rashima over the next 7 days? We'll take them. Is this whole? Okay. There's a death card. There's a sun. That's Leo twice. Either you're in some Leo energy or you got big Leo energy around you. King of Swords, this is good. Two of Pentacles. And this is the exact number of cards. This transformation about to leave somebody in your life feeling a little left out in the cold. But I'm seeing 10-10, 5-5-5. If you've been seeing 5-5-5s on the clock, anytime you start seeing fives, like repetitive fives, it's definitely like big happy changes. So if you've been seeing 5-55, that's definitely what that is. My energy is really strong and I know it's significant in the spiritual realm. Why? I will definitely ask, Miss Weems. I sure will. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. And that's the first time I've gotten that question in a live. So thank you for that. That's going to be a good one. All right, let me put this down. Huh. The Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck, so something traditional. Could also be someone that's coming in to kind of give you some guidance, some help. But this is about you. This isn't about people or money. It's about you going through some type of a transition. Let's get into it. So with this King of Wands energy, again, that's Leo energy, definitely big fiery energy there. Quick energy, like moving, like fast paced. Let me say it that way. Like fast paced, it's good energy to start off with for sure. With the King of Wands, what you're really looking at is being a leader, working towards a common goal. This is you being charismatic and focused and determined and going out quite a bit. Being seen. Are you going to events? Invited out to something? If you get invited to any social gatherings, go. There are opportunities there. There are people that you need to meet. Put it that way. With the Devil in reverse, that's a major arcana. More 10s and 5s. But that's actually card number 15. It's hard to see that from upside down. But this is you being aware of like self-sabotaging destructive behaviors, right? Release any self-imposing like I can't thoughts. So I can't, or I wish I could, like speak it into existence by speaking over it with authority and with clarity. But it's standing in the way of your expansion and growth. This is very, you're in your head a little bit too, except you're not in your head by way of like thoughts. It's almost like it's more of a habit than just thoughts. More of a habit than just thoughts is what I'm hearing. With the Two of Pentacles here, this Two of Pentacles is really just juggling between options. You're juggling too many priorities. And we also have this Ten of Wands here, which is like you taking on additional opportunities with the understanding that they will pay off. But be very careful how you manage that. Manage your time carefully and get balanced. Get balanced. And don't be afraid to take a break either. With this Seven of Wands, again, Seven of Wands is you being ready to protect whatever it is that you need to, being resilient, regardless of what it is that you're being resilient for, you're going to fight for it. But in the middle of your read, baby, is the sun. That is you being vibrant. That is you being radiant, being lit up. There's growth here and success here with this sun card in the middle. And it has a lot to do with, like, this is major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. There's a lot of major arcanas here. This is a huge energy shift for you. You're going through some type of a transformation. And it's going to result in you cutting out whatever this stuff is in the past that left you feeling left out in the cold. With the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. With the Ten of Wands, you're going to put in that extra work to get through this transformation because you know that the sun is here at the middle of all of this. Even though it doesn't feel the best at times, you know that it's going to work out for your good. And with this King of Swords energy, this is just really you being stable and ruling from a place of being like truth, making your decisions based on truth. It is making sure that you make your decisions also rooted in your intellect. Put it that way. So being analytical. And when you assess things, do it from a stance of being like having clear decisions. And it's all based on truth. There's a big like concept of truth here for you. So there's some good stuff coming in for you for sure. Without clarifying, it's hard to say if it's like if the final outcome will be money or if the final outcome will be emotional, but it's definitely going to be like spiritual because you're going to transform the way that you think and you're going to be in this very analytical mindset, which is going to help you with that expansion and growth that you're looking for and that success with the sun. But at the heart of your read, again, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun is what I heard. L. Weems, thank you. You're welcome. All right, Rashima, that is what is coming to you. I am going to, there's some cards I want. Where are they? Oh, here they are. All right, let's see what we got here. For Rashima. Pearl, let me know if you are still here because you are up next. All right, Spirit, what does Rashima need to know about this success that is coming in? What does Rashima need to know about the success that is coming into her? All right, I feel like I mixed them up enough. We're just going to split that. Trust. I said truth was all over this, and trust came out. Rashima, you got to trust that it's coming, that this success, it's almost like Spirit doesn't really want you to know exactly what the success is. I feel like it's going to be a pleasant surprise, though. Not like quite sure what that is, but it's coming in. It's definitely coming in for you. Good night, Rika. Thank you for joining us, hon. And we'll see y'all Sunday and next week because y'all know we do this either every Friday or Saturday night. All right, Rashima, that is what we have for you. Trust. It's time for you to trust. Trust that you're going to bring in this success, even if you don't know exactly what it is. Even if you don't know exactly what it is, but it can also be limitless. I'm definitely getting the energy of whatever your heart desires, so get clear on your intentions. Yeah, get clear on your intentions, but over the next 7 days, keep that in mind too. So over the next 7 days, pay attention to the transformations, pay attention to the thoughts that occur to you because you had lots of swords in here, and also pay attention to anything that is an opportunity of success because it's coming in for a reason and Spirit wants you to keep an eye out for it. All right. You're welcome, Rashima. You are welcome. I have Pearl P up next. Is Pearl still here? Pearl, throw me a heart up in the chat if you are still here. She may have had to drop. I don't know. And then, oh, that was a bit. And then after that, I have Miss Weems. All right, Pearl, I don't know if you're here, but y'all know if y'all accidentally drop the live or something and you have to come back, that is okay with me. I'm going to go ahead and start Pearl's reading. Hopefully, Pearl will catch this or play it back. But Pearl wants to know about getting her, will Scott give her job back? That's one. Definitely something changing in your favor. There's that 10 of swords. That's the 10 of fortune out first again. Somebody just previously, I think 2 reads ago, just had that. Interesting. All right, Spirit, what else is coming for Pearl in this situation with Scott and this job? And there we go. Let's start putting these out here, y'all. It's a lot of major arcanas, let me say that. You feel like Scott, and there's another 10-10. Interesting. King of Cups. Scorpio energy is here. Strength card right next to it. Aquarius energy here with the star. All right. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Pearl in regards to... That was the slowest fallout ever. I actually felt it. There's that Two of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. There's going to be some type of conversation or collaboration between you and Scott about this. Whether or not it's going to result in you getting your job back is likely just up to you, but we'll see. All right, Spirit. Oh, there it is. Temperance, balance, and patience. And the Five of Swords. Overall energy. All right, so things fell out with Scott, clearly. Clearly things did not go very nicely with Scott. Not the way you wanted it to, Pearl. And that's kind of like the energy that you're going to have to like clear up. But the additional energy is ascension. So there will be a rising conversation about this, maybe a conversation about an opportunity, because there's the Wheel of Fortune is here. The Wheel of Fortune is really just things shifting in your perspective. It's also a card of Leo, Scorpio, Fixons, Taurus, and I believe Aquarius. So with that being said, again, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, like there, you got a lot of fixed energy here, Pearl. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is things turning in your favor. This is you experiencing a new cycle of change. It's shifting, it's evolving. What goes up must come down, vice versa. It's also clarified by the Strength card. This is card number 8 in the Major Arcana. The Strength card really is, again, Leo energy, but it's all about your inner power, you having influence and persuasion. So, Pearl, you can influence this conversation. If you want this job back, you know what to say and do to get it back. By way of your intellect. You know how to have this conversation. And I think Spirit is saying to use your intuition to lead this conversation when it comes in. But with the Strength card, this is you expressing your raw power and using your instincts and the courage and also restraint at the same time, Pearl. With this Two of Swords, clarifying, again, we just had the Two of Swords come out in the last read for Rashima, but this is you facing a decision, a fork in the road. Do you want this? Don't you want this? So you're going to have a decision, but look a little closer at it. Do you really want this back? You wanted to rely on your intuition and look at all of the aspects so there's nothing that you miss that can help you make the right decision here. With the Ten of Swords being at the top of the middle of your spread, this Ten of Swords is just you experiencing, like, I guess this job loss was very sudden. It's almost like you saw it coming, but you really didn't see it coming. And that is really bothering you. However, understand that this ending is creating a new beginning. So it is not a bad thing. Again, this is another reminder from Spirit. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And then at the heart of your read is the King of Cups. This is having more control over your emotions, and that's coming up for a reason, and you'll know what that reason is because it's your read, it's your energy. But having more control over your emotions, maybe you just didn't feel like you were in as much control of your emotions or your feelings without like letting them drive you crazy or get the better of you, right? So having balance between your head and your heart, all right? And when you do that, you will become the master of both your external and your internal world. All right. But there's the Three of Pentacles here, Pearl. The Three of Pentacles is collaboration. This is you working with someone. And clearly, Pentacles have a lot to do with your coins, your money. But it looks like, I see a chat. You're welcome, Rashima. But with this Three of Pentacles energy, it really is you collaborating with others and creating synergies to get those big results that you want. So there's some good stuff coming in for you, Pearl. There's definitely some good stuff coming in. With the star energy, this is again healing from the situation. This is the star card is not just healing, but it is also a powerful time for you to take inspired action and prioritize well. With this Seven of Swords, you see again, five swords left two. Five is greater than two. He knew to make the right decision and take those five swords and leave behind what he could not prioritize. And that's going to help you, bring in you being true to yourself. So prioritize based on what is good for you and trust in the universe and have faith that all of this will work out, because there's some gifts and some blessings coming in for you as well. With the Temperance card kind of closing out your read, this is just balance. This is you getting a grip of the situation, getting a grip of what it is you really want and standing firm on that. The Temperance card is, oh, excuse me. The Temperance card is also discovering how to create that balance and harmony in life, right? So you will have a sense of peace with this situation for sure, even though right now there's an energy of this conflict by way of the job, right? So, Pearl, Scott is going to have a conversation with you. I'm not sure if you're going to initiate this or if he will. But what I can tell you is that there's going to be some collaboration, conversation between the two. And if you do the right things and you get aligned to your intuition and you follow that, you could definitely get this back. I think the question is, do you really want this job back? Because you've got a decision to make, right? Decision to make. All right, Pearl, that is for you. Hopefully you caught this. If you're not able to type, I get it. But if you do come back and catch this, thank you so much for stopping in and check back with us. And thank y'all I just saw that again. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, who is watching, and who commented and liked. And I saw a couple of shares, so thank you for that as well. And the Cash Apps, I appreciate it. Again, what you put in, you get out. So if you sow into me, I can promise you the universe will be sowing into you. All right. Now, up next, we have L. Wings. I think you are still here with us. And I remember your question was about your energy being really strong. And you wanted to know why it's so significant in the spiritual realm. All right. Tamana, hello, Tamana. Current feelings of Dilger towards our relationship or friendship. All right, I'll write that down. You will be right after L. Weems. And then I will get to you on that one. All right. L. Weems, because your question is different, there is a special deck I want to use for this one. This is not a question I want to pull with tarot cards. I don't want other energies coming through there as far as relationships and jobs and stuff. So I got something for you. We're going to use this deck. Oh. Big stuff. Okay, I see you. I see you. Hold on. These fell out. We're going to take these two. Have you been seeing like 1:22, 12:22 on the clock? Mommy, what time? Interesting. Nancy, Mommy Wata, and Seven Sisters. Very powerful. We're going to get into this. Here's the last one. Celestial alignment. Yeah, you've been seeing a lot of twos. A lot of twos. 23, 23, 12, 12, 12, 11, 12, 21, so 1, 2, 2, 1, 12, 22, 22, 22, 2, 2, 2, and 2, 2. Like twos and ones. Everywhere. Interesting. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this. I need to put this deck somewhere where it's not. Let's move this one. Put that one there. All right. You're welcome, Tamana. Yes. I see a lot of number synchronicities. Yeah, okay. Yeah, lots of number synchronicities. Like even right here is like 12, 22, 23, like 20, 30, like lots of twos and ones on this side. So the first thing that pops out is creativity. The Seven Sisters. This is definitely ancestral lineage. And the reason I say that, because for one, that's what this deck is for. And two, you have celestial alignment. You definitely, and thank y'all. I just saw that. Thank y'all for the cash apps and for the subscribes. I appreciate it. And for liking the live. I'm here every week with these card pulls. So feel free to hit that notification bell and come back. We'll be back here Sunday at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the Seven Sisters, all right, let's get into this energy. Because this is quite powerful. You know exactly what you're talking about, for one. For one. Weems, you know exactly what you're talking about. And I love it. I'm here for it. So let me talk to you about the Seven Sisters. So Seven Sisters, so that you can learn, like, so that it can speak to you by way of ancestral powers, right? Because that is what you're really asking me. Why is it so strong? And why is it so important? And I'll tell you why. So I don't know if you got family from New Orleans, but I last year decided to go to New Orleans for a birthday trip, but also because New Orleans is like a place that is steeped in spiritual melanated practices. And clearly I'm melanated. So I went there wanting to learn more about a lot of the practitioners that you hear about, that they speak about, and like people who actually existed, who were on the spiritual journey, who did this type of stuff. Okay. So the first thing that I learned about was a mystical Nolans family, the Seven Sisters. They were a group of 7 women who were said to be identical, but were family. They were women who could conjure things, and they spent their time helping the community in New Orleans, helping people protect themselves, clear out energy, bring in abundance. Whatever people would come and ask that they felt aligned to, they would do for these people. But these women never aged. So I don't know, you might be looking mighty young over there, but the Seven Sisters never aged. And so people couldn't, like, they would say things like, are they shapeshifters? Is it one woman who is like, I'm hearing I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston. But is it one woman who appears 7 times, or is it 7 women who appear only one time? Is kind of how it was. But this is about creativity. There is a lot of creative lineage that runs through you by way of, I don't want to scare you, but I do want to speak to you transparently, root work. So maybe you got some deep roots in the South, but definitely a lineage of very strong, powerful women. And their gifts are yet like the gifts in your lineage are just handed down. So it's not like one family member has this or one ancestor has this. It's like they all kind of put into the pot. And when you came out of that pot, you had all of it. You had all of it. This seven sisters, like these women use their gifts to multiply their magic. Like being a creatrix with an X on the end. It's you having several divine nations within one. So that is the question as to why. Why is it so strong? Because you are many nations in one. It's not just you. It's you, your ancestors, spirit, the universe, your ascended masters, your gods. It's all there together. And so it comes across very strong. They're saying allow yourself to be more creative. I'm hearing fertility, but we all know that fertility could also be like being a creatrix is fertility. But break out of your comfort zone and know that no one else's opinion matters. Like this lineage that you are from is very brazen, which is actually a card in this deck. But that's what I'm hearing, brazen. You do what you want, when you want, how you want. And nobody can tell you any different because you've earned that through birthright, through lineage, right? So be a creative visionary. That is why it's so strong, because you are a creative visionary and you're from a long line of creative visionaries as well. Don't resist that. Next, we have like this next card is Gang Gang Sarah. Oh, Pearl. I'm sorry, I just had to duck out. You're fine. Hit rewind because you were just before this. I already pulled your cards. I didn't want you to miss it. So I felt like you would come back and I said that, y'all. And there she is. Just run it back, Pearl. Yeah, yours is the reading right before this. I went ahead and pulled all your cards. Glad you're back. I get that all the time. People always think I'm younger than I am. Yes, please. Absolutely, Pearl. Thank you. You're welcome, Pearl. Yeah, Elwing, you do have very strong energy. And it's really strange because I think because I ran the comments back a little late because I was so focused on the read with my ear rung, I think that you were telling me that was you when you entered the room, but it was loud. It was very loud. But Gang Gang Sarah, you okay, I just heard this, so I have to say it. Miss Elwings, I don't know if you got some junk in the trunk, but I heard carrying that wagon, like that's how you kind of carry this power, is like your wagon, like Erykah Badu wagon, like you got some junk in your trunk. That's what I heard. That is what I heard. I'll rewind. Please do. Laugh out loud. Yes, it was me. Okay, yeah, it was you. But Gang Gang Sarah, so I want you to see this. It says resistance, but we'll get to that. It's not a bad thing. But Gang Gang Sarah, you can see like this older woman, she is wise. All right, beyond her years. She has the universe around her. She's almost like the human form of the tree of life. All right. And all her wisdom, and she's surrounded by abundance and flowers. And like even the sun and the stars are in her hand, and she holds the galaxy in her hand. I know you can't see all that, but I'm just telling you because it's there. This is great cosmic power, but it's also a message about resistance to it. But this is card number 22 in this deck. And with Gang Gang Sarah, so just to tell you a little bit about Gang Gang Sarah. Number one is a card from, I believe, what's called like the Temple of Shadows. So like shadow work, and I believe Anansi is, but we'll talk about that as well. But she's a shadow goddess. I do not want to scare you. And I will explain why, because certain words trigger people because of the society we live in. We don't really understand the etymology of the words or the history of the words that we use. For example, Gang Gang Sarah was a witch, but a witch is not something that is necessarily negative. It's a healer. So the fact that you have the seven sisters and Gang Gang Sarah here tells me that you come from a long line of conjure women. I'm talking about as old as time. Like they have, I just got chills when I said that. A long time. I don't know how else to say that. But welcome, my sister, because this is, I know who you are. I feel like I know who you are. But yeah, a long line of healers, medicine women, hoodoo practitioners, priestesses, women who were free to be themselves and liberated. And I feel like that lives in you and you feel it. It's strong. It's definitely strong. Don't be afraid that you're going to mess it all up. That's what resistance is more so about. I don't think, and I don't really think it's more about you like resistance in that way. The energy that I'm really getting off this card for you is showing up for yourself. Don't resist that for sure. If you decide to show up in this type of form for your lineage, do that freely. Give a damn what anybody else thinks. Like this, it is who you are. And that's why it's so strong. And that's why it keeps pulling through. To some respect, it's almost like resisting the force that you really are, because it is of great magnitude. I'm hearing the mantra for this card, which is, this is me, I show up. So Spirit wants you to show up in that lineage every day, every way. Care what anybody else in your family thinks. I don't even know why I just said that, but Spirit doesn't even care what others in your family think about this. It is who you are. It is who they are. They might as well get over it. That's what I heard. My nose is itching. Yeah. Whoever they are, they got to get over it, because this is who you are. It's who you've always been. You've always been kind of like the, I guess what you would call an oddball, like the odd person out in your family. Not really the black sheep. I guess you might refer to it as a black sheep, but I feel like that's a little bit negative. What I'm getting is more like, maybe you were a little bit of the outcast, but people came to you for things. Like they depended on you. They depended on you. Nothing scares me anymore. I know that's right. Don't you? That's right. Yes. 100. Yeah, yeah. At this point, you feel me? Like, just stand up on that. They still depend on me. There's a lot of that here. We're going to get to it. I'm going to tell you why they depend on you, because that story is here too, right here. What's funny is this is card 20. My right ear just, okay. Something about this year. This is card 20 and this is card 23. We're in 2023. There's a low ring in my right ear. Huh. Give me a minute. My sinus is just blocked up. There's a blockage here. There's a blockage here. That is, as soon as I touch those cards, like I feel mucusy. That is, oh, that's not cute, y'all. Aunt Nancy betrayal. Let's talk about that, because this is rooted. When I say rooted, like it's deep. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you, but more to do with this legacy that you carry. So Aunt Nancy is also Anansi, in case you know who that is. Anansi. Anansi is also something you hear about in African proverbs or African folklore, as well as you might hear of Anansi in the New Orleans area. I've heard of Anansi there too. So that's very interesting to me. That this whole Southern New Orleans thing, you might, if you've never done like, how do you call it? Ancestry.com to figure out where all your family came from, you might want to, because there is something really deep rooted in the South, like New Orleans area, Louisiana, Alabama area. Yeah, I would look into that because there's something there. There's something that ties you to that area. But Aunt Nancy is betrayal. Anansi is a trickster god, right? And is portrayed as a spider. And because it's a trickster god, like normally people get caught up in a web of deception. So there is some type of betrayal, like karmic betrayal that occurred, which is why you're always the one that's depended on. Not saying that you did, but just use a little bit more discernment when it comes to your family situation and your relationships with those people. Because technically, if you don't trust a family member, then it's all a lie. That's really strange too, because I recently went through this with some family members, very close family members, who I had to realize that if I can't trust you, then the relationship as a family member is a lie, period. And I had to remove myself. But this is letting you know also that you will thrive and survive it. Whatever you do, I don't know if people are trying to tell you to like, but not betray. It's coming across as a betray because there's no other card for abandonment. But don't abandon your gifts, El Weems. I don't know if maybe I'm getting something about church as a kid. If people told you that there was something different about you and you should curse that, denounce that, hopefully they didn't have you do that. I've had a few people that I do personal readings for have denounced their spiritual gifts because someone in a past setting from their childhood told them, this is bad, you need to get rid of it. And it's not. It's your birthright. It's who you are. You just need to step into your power. Then you have rage, which is Medusa. Also, with betrayal, there's something, and I'm not going to get too deep in it because we're on a live. That is something more I would get into in a family. Like, it's something I would get into when it comes to family. I would get into that in a personal read. I don't feel, for whatever reason, getting into that on this live. What I will say to you is be willing to know the truth about a family dynamic or situation. And I'll leave that there. With 23 coming up, card number 23 is Medusa. Medusa is a very interesting character. Very interesting story. And Medusa is also like another shadow figure, right? Medusa was feared as ugly, vicious, a monster, but that's not the truth. Like, look at this woman. That's not the truth at all. They portray her that way, but Medusa was actually a melanated woman with locks. And she was not ugly or vicious, and she was not a monster, but she was the living Berber, and she's a goddess of wisdom. And therefore, what she is sacred, epic, and she's justified. If Medusa came for you, baby, it's because you asked for it, you deserved it. She came for you because you sent for her, she came. That's just it. There's something about this situation, and in your lineage, actually, it's in the energy, that's kind of enraged. It's almost like the ancestors do not like the fact that you have family around you that doesn't necessarily agree with this walk of life. And they're vocal about it. I don't know who's been vocal or who in your family is about to be vocal, but when it comes, be aware of it. This is so crazy because El Weems, if you come back Sunday, El Weems, I'm going to get into an experience I recently had. And it's very strange that this is coming up in your read, and it's an energy that I recently went through. But you have a right to feel how you feel. And your ancestors, because of your birthright, they don't want you to stay silent about it. They want you to speak up and speak out. And tune into the part of you that is needing healing and love. That's also going to help you stand a little bit firmer in these gifts, because you don't have just one. There are several here. Clairvoyancy. I'm hearing clairaudient. You are also an empath. You're highly intuitive. You're a manifester. That's like, it's all over this place. That you've got a lot. That's why it comes in so powerful. There's a lot here. With the Mami Wata, this is naked. So Mami Wata is card number 30. She's a mermaid. You've probably heard of her. I don't know. Most people have. But this is, you might love water. Being near water, because there's some water symbolism in a lot of these cards. Something about water. And water might be a way that you manifest too. Like spiritual baths, water is a living, breathing thing. So speaking into your water before drinking it, something would do with water. You've got something going on with water. But she's a mermaid goddess, and she influences emotions and gifts with clairvoyance and healing powers. So you have probably some alignment to Mami Wata, Yemaya. There's something going on there with being a healer and having that clairvoyance. It's funny because I just said it and I touched this card and I know that's what that card is for, and I didn't realize it when I said it. But be emotionally naked. Here's that rage and betrayal again. It's like, be emotionally naked, because that's actually your superpower. It's not a shame. It's a superpower. When you are able to speak on your emotions clearly and you are honest and transparent about your emotions, Elle Weems, shit moves. Like, things move out the way, things change, things shift. That is how you manifest, through your own honest, raw emotion. And you do it in a very, I feel like you've had your moments where it's not so calm, but for the most part, you come across, even in your emotions, calmer than most people. And that's another gift that you have. It's a sense of control over yourself, which is one of the greatest powers you could ever have, right? And that's also clarified here by this celestial alignment. The celestial alignment is really just, well, for one, it's card number 41. Let me start there. Now, I know 41 is important to you, but I felt the need to just say that card number because I started to skip over it. But something was like card number 41. So I'm going to just say it out loud. And 4 + 1 is 5. That's big, happy changes as well. But celestial alignment. So this is Inkosanza. I have to slow down to say that. But she's a healer of healers. Look at her. She got a rainbow. She got a goat. She got all that food. She got the sun. She got lightning. She got a tree. She got all these symbols. This is, I see the chat. Hold on 1 second. Because I think Elle Weems might be saying something. I have 14 different backgrounds. My dad's side is from the South. And that's okay. That's where it is. No lie. Spider just dropped down beside me when you were reading for Pearl. Get out. And there it is. So you be mindful of anything like an unexpected visitor. Did it web down from the ceiling? Let me know that. That's what I need to know. Yes, 41 is significant. Okay. That makes sense why Spirit was like, back up and read that number 2. But celestial alignment, Inkazanza is the healer of healers. She is the teacher of teachers. This woman knows everything. And she too dwells in foamy waters like sea waters. Let me say that. She's considered the heavenly princess, which is why she has like all of these symbols in her crown. That is so hard to see. And I don't even think the camera will focus, but it's kind of around her head. She is a master manifester. It's like when you see her, it's like, okay, you know the saying, so above, as above, so below. So what is up in the ethers is also here in this plane. She is a reminder to you that you have divine lineage directly related to being celestially aligned. And no one can take that from you because they did not give it to you. That's what your ancestors want you to know. They don't give a shit who, they some cusses too. They some cussers, and I feel that because I'm a cusser, and I hardly ever cuss on my live. But they want you to know this is somebody older coming through, much older than you, like maybe a great grand or a grandparent that might have passed. But they coming through like they don't give a shit. That's what they said. They don't give a shit what anybody say. What they can't take it from you, Elwings, because they did not give it to you. and I don't know why that's coming up over the next few weeks. If you end up in a conversation, that's gonna come up somehow, some way. I don't know how. But I don't know if you're gonna say it to somebody, like you can't take what you didn't give me. But somebody got to be put in their place. Your ancestors are clearing out karmic debt in your line. And so that is why your energy is so strong. That is why you were so powerful, because you are the curse breaker and the damn tree shaker. Oh, I got chills. That's who you are. That is who you are. That is who you are meant to be. And you're meant to be in sync with energetic feelings and frequency of like sacredness, right? Everything that you ever want is in the frequencies of your gifts. And if you match that with your feelings, that is the goddess energy that you house. So Miss L. Williams, it is very lovely to meet you, fellow goddess, because that is what these cards are giving me. You will always be guided in the right direction. You don't ever have to worry about that. You are always highly and divinely protected. Once your feelings matches the vibration of your gifts, you are very powerful and you will always remain that way. I feel like there's somebody who doesn't want you to feel like you are powerful. It's because they fear you. Yeah. They fear what you have, or they wish they could have it. Just know that people who admire you can also easily despise, or it's a thin line between admiration and jealousy. People think it's a thin line between love and hate. It's a very thin line between somebody who admires you and a person who can be very jealous and be very quick. I don't know who that is, but yeah, that's that. Yes, from the ceiling. Okay, if the spider dropped down from the ceiling, that is an unexpected visitor. I don't know if somebody's gonna come by your house or if somebody unexpected is gonna, sit down next to you somewhere in public. It's somebody you know, but it could be somebody that you don't know as well. But it's definitely an unexpected visitor. Be mindful of that over the next 7 days. I don't know why I heard 7, but I heard 7. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, you are welcome. You are so welcome, hon. I think Tamana is next, but Elwings, yes. Anytime. I'll be here Fridays, Sundays. I think I just also started a Wednesday night live called The Healing Well. So there should be, if you have subscribed, thank you very much. And if you hit that like button, I appreciate it. And I just seen a Cash App come through from somebody, so I appreciate that as well, because y'all know it is not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated. So yeah, I appreciate y'all too, Elwings. And keep doing what you do. There's somebody coming in that's gonna try to shake that. Don't let them do it. You are who you are, and stand firm in that power, baby, because it is a glorious power. You need to know that. Very glorious. All right, Tamana had a question, and let's see what we can do. And y'all, just so y'all know, I am open for personal readings. The link is actually in the channel page. It'll say schedule a reading or something like that in there. And I think it's also in the description of this live. I don't remember, but it's definitely on the page for sure. All right, Tamana, if you are still here, please let me know. And if not, I'll just start pulling cards and answer your question, because I know I wrote it down. But current feelings for Dilger and towards our relationship or friendship. That's what I have written down for you. All right, so we'll get started with that, and then we'll end here. All right, for Tamana. And Tamana, if you are not here, I will still do this. And hopefully you'll come back and run this back and see it. All right, Spirit. What message do you have for Tamana and Dilgar? Oh, we'll take them. That's too many, but we'll take the strength card because it's there. What other messages do you have for Tamana, Spirit, in regards to this relationship or friendship? Does this person see Tamana? There we go. Let's go ahead and start pulling these out. They see a foundation with you for sure, because there it is. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, we have a pair. Oh my gosh. Tamana, if you're not in this room, baby, I hope you run this back when you see it, because yeah, your question has been answered. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and in between is the Strength card. This love is strong. There is a sense of friendship, but this is a relationship. This person cares for you deeply. All right, Spirit, what other messages do you have for Tamana? What other messages, Spirit, do you have for Tamana? There it is. I do see two queens here, which is interesting. But this is a pair. This is a pair. And some emotional fulfillment for you as well, Tamana, in this relationship with this person, because they sitting in this King of Pentacles energy, you sitting in this Queen of Pentacles energy, or vice versa. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's just the energy. Oh, there we go. There's one more. Spirit, give me one more for Tamana and Dilgar in this situation, friendship, relationship. Oh, there it goes. Y'all working on something. Let's get these out of here. Page of Swords in reverse, but clarifying the Queen of Swords. Okay, we'll look at that. And the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. There's an ascension here. We go from a 7 to an 8. And there's an extra card here. Page of Pentacles. One of y'all a Taurus? Or an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo? All right, Tamana. We have the King of Pentacles. This is really just, having wealth, success, abundance. And it's being clarified by the Four of Wands. Again, you might need some rest, because I said Four of Swords. You might need some rest. But the King of Pentacles being clarified by the Four of Wands, this is the energy of stability by way of wealth. You're definitely a pair here. The Queen of Pentacles is here as well. You're both very abundant. And it looks like there's some emotional fulfillment coming in this situation between the two of you. So there is an ascension. You might be seeing 11:11 on the clock too. I just saw that. You might also be seeing 111, not 11:11 or 111. But I'm also seeing 8. So 888. You have the Strength card, which is number 8, and you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is working hard, knowing that the fruits of your labor are coming. So with this Nine of Cups, this is your emotional fulfillment. This is you being quite pleased in life with this new foundation between you and this person. And really, this is the way I'm reading this, because we have the King here and the Queen here. This is him and this is you. And in the middle is the two of y'all. Okay? And then the Page of Pentacles is an overall energy that we will get to. But for him, it's about stability and having this Nine of Cups energy, being very satisfied with himself. And with the Four of Wands, there's an event. He's going to invite you somewhere. It'll be a surprise. It's a pleasant surprise. But you get ready for that. You get ready for that. I heard be emotionally available and open. Have your heart space open at that time. Within the next 3 weeks to 3 months, something about the number 3. You might also be seeing 333 everywhere. But then we start out with the Strength card, which is Leo energy, just the energy. And that's clarified by the Queen of Swords. So this is you being resilient. This is you knowing your inner strength and being tied to that and believing in that. This is also your shine. This is also your shine. And with the Queen of Swords, this is you cutting out anything that no longer serves you, being very analytical as well. Also, there's something about the strength card that I'm picking up here, but this is your influence and persuasion over this situation. You two are very strongly tied together. But there's something in your relationship or friendship, or I almost want to say situationship, because I don't think y'all quite have defined this clearly. But with this Queen of Swords energy, Tamana, this person really, not this person, y'all are cutting out the crap. Y'all are both being very analytical about this situation in order to go from the 4 to the 7. Y'all want to level up in this situation with each other. The Queen of Swords don't play. Y'all are not playing about this. You're both very smart, but you're both very determined to move forward with this situation. I also feel like either you or him want to just get to the point. Are we together? Are we not? What are we doing here? Is what I'm hearing. But with the Page of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Queen of Swords, there's something that you do need to be mindful of here, Tamana. You're kind of holding back from expressing a truth. Yeah. And the Page of Swords is between a 9 and an 8. Abundance and endings. You need to express your truth. Don't hold back from it, especially like in a public forum. Like maybe there's an opportunity, but it's going to be out in the open, and that may make you uncomfortable. But you prefer to express your thoughts and opinions, but you want to do it like privately. This is more of letting go of fear and like shout your message. If you love this person, tell them that. Be bold with it. That's what I'm hearing. Be bold. The Queen of Pentacles energy, and I see this little white rabbit. This is like, I normally see it and I feel fertility, but I'm not really picking up more fertility. It could be, I don't know if y'all are really at that point yet, because I see it going to a new level with the 4 of Wands, but I'm not sure where, because I'm not clarifying. But with the Queen of Pentacles energy, this is, being a parent. This is responsibilities, taking care of your family, having financial abundance, and maintaining a healthy balance between work and life. And I think that there's a strong tie between the two of you that allows for this energy that is very much on the surface. And I think you're both aware of it, but y'all have to move towards working on this being the relationship that you want it to be. And honestly, Tamana, it kind of starts with you not being in this reverse Page of Swords energy, speaking out, and even in public saying how you feel about that person or what it is that you really desire, because I do get the feeling that this person wants to reciprocate that. They want to reciprocate it. All right. Then with this Page of Pentacles being the overall energy, this is just being inspired to have a new opportunity to manifest your goals and to level up, even to learn something new. You and this person would be very abundant together. Let me say that. There are lots of coins here. You would be very abundant together, and you are. Even energetically, you're very abundant together. So, Tamana, the answer to that is yes. And let's pull out another deck and get an oracle card for you, Tamana. I'm hoping that you come back and see this if you are not watching still. But I would really hope that you do see this reading, because it's quite a beautiful message. I don't want you to miss it. But let's shuffle this deck and pull some romance angel cards for you, Tamana. All right, Spirit, please give us, oh, didn't take long, it flipped out. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. What did I say? It's moving to a new level. Marriage. It's a wedding. This situation involves marriage. This person wants to be with you, Tamana. This person wants to be with you, Tamana. Yeah, there it is. It's beautiful. So, Tamana, I hope that answers your questions. Hopefully, you will come back and see this live and get your message, honey. Because, yeah, Spirit wanted you to have that one. this person cares for you deeply and you care for them, and both of y'all want to work towards the same thing. Yep. All right. Well, everybody, again, I appreciate y'all for coming in. I will be back Sunday at 7:05 Eastern Standard Time with more messages for the collective. Also, just so you know, the link to, getting a personal reading is going to be in the description of my channel. So the channel bio, as well as I do appreciate everyone who hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, to everybody who asked for a reading tonight, to everyone who just watched because they wanted to be a part of the amazing energy that was here. And to everyone who dropped a comment, I appreciate that. And to everyone who sent a cash app, may you receive that back tenfold. And may anything that you have done to positively influence or add to this channel, may you receive that back in tenfold as well. All right. With that being said, y'all, love, light, namaste, and ashe. I'll see y'all on Sunday.